Hey guys, I'm down here in the shop actually early in the morning before I go to work, even without coffee, and wanted to do just a quick wrap-up video on the initial setup on my Sukura D3 drifter. I got this thing all built up yesterday and even did my initial testing and things like that. Assembling the kit was fairly straightforward. I didn't have really any issues or anything like that. You know, a few things about it. The tolerances where the molded screw holes in are pretty tight. So for the most part, I took a 3mm tap in my cordless drill and ran it through it before I threaded in a lot of those screws, just to make it easier on myself. The simple things like that. But other than that, everything went nice and easy, and I was pretty happy with how it all went together. Last night after I got it finished up, I did take it down here in the basement and drove it around on the carpet. I've got a real light nap type carpet down here in the basement, so it works all right for drifting. It's still pretty high traction though, so this thing it didn't really want to get as good of a slide on as I would have liked, and I'm sure that there's setups and things like that that I could adjust on this car to get to that point, but I'll learn that as I go here. As you have obviously seen here, I've got the Yokomo racing trailer head body mounted here on the truck already. A couple little things is that it's got this rear bulkhead piece which goes into the back of the cab here to finish it off and close up that last part. This piece goes on with, they suggest Velcro, and that is so that you can remove that and then get to those front body pins. Now you can see I'm using body posts here, but for the most part you won't be able to see those. These rear body posts are the only ones that you see here. The other ones will be inside the body, but these rear ones are going to get covered up when I do my rear wing mount. Now you can see this piece here. This is a axial Exo Rear Wing, and then this is just some flat sheet aluminum. This is not what I'll be using for the wing. This was just to mock up the height and position so that I could kind of see what I was working with and where I wanted to place it. But I had posted a picture on my Facebook, facebook.com/Harley Designs, and I showed a Pikes Peak racing drifting semi that exists in the real world, and that is what I'm going after in theory. It's a totally different body style and everything like that, but I'm just going to use that as inspiration for this rear wing structure. To give you an idea, this piece will sit back here and placing that rear wing very close to right over top of the rear tires. And the final structure will be built out of steel rod, a very small diameter steel rod, and I'll pay very close attention to the weight that I'm adding, because I know that I don't want to add a bunch of weight back here in the rear, which would kind of just nullify the fact that the motor's up in the front. But I'll pay very close attention to that. I don't want to use styrene or anything like that. I want to use something more durable than that, because I'm sure somehow I'll have this truck on its lid. This body also comes with this little bumper piece. Now I didn't use this yet. I did install the rear diffuser type setup here that comes with the D3 for the stock configuration for different bodies. Now this piece slides here over the back and it would sit down further, but this diffuser is blocking it. Right now I'm not going to modify this to fit yet, because we do have a couple of ideas for for a chassis that we think we might want to play around with, and I think that this body may end up on that one if I end up liking that as much. So I don't want to mess this thing up yet. Getting underneath the body here, you can see this setup is pretty much stock as far as appearance. I installed the Speed Passion motor and ESC setup. Again, I got that for $49 off of RC Mart, which was just a steal. It also came with a PC programming unit, which I hooked up last night and programmed this whole setup, and was super happy with how easy that was. So for $49 so far, this thing seems like a steal. I was well aware that driving a counter steer car was supposed to be very difficult for a beginner, so right off the bat I did re-gear this thing to tone down that counter steer quite a bit. Right off the bat I replaced the front gear with the optional one-way, and then on the top shaft I've got the 2 stock 13-tooth gears. Going to the rear, I've got one more of the 13-tooth gears up top, and next to it, driving the final rear gear, I have a 14-tooth gear that I bought as an optional part, and then I put the original stock front gear in the rear. So that gives me about a 10% or a little less amount of oversteer. So it's like 1.1-ish. Also, you can see I have the V2 belt tensioner. That's this pink piece that sticks up here. Those are really the only option parts that I believe I installed. I've got a 2S5000 battery pack in there for now. I installed the S9551 servo from Futaba. It's that stubby servo. And next to it, I've got the 614 FF-E receiver. I did install the MST drift tires and wheels. They seem to work pretty decent, although again I do seem to have a little too much traction down here in the basement, but I think where I'll normally be running is polished concrete, where I'm told that these should do pretty well. Last night on my Facebook, though, I did get a message from a guy who says that he used to be into crawlers, and that's, I guess, why he liked my page. And since then, he's got into drift pretty heavy. He's down in Australia, and he is the manufacturer of the Drift Daddy tires. So he, dropped me a line and said, "Hey, you want to try out a couple sets of these tires?" And I said, "Absolutely." So he's going to send those up, and I'm going to give those a shot. So it's awesome having that group of guys on the Facebook page. I always meet some interesting people who know some interesting things on there. So I appreciate all you guys who drop me a line and with messages or helpful hints or anything like that. Anyway, that's the basic setup for my car. I'm looking forward to getting some drive time under my belt on this thing, and I think it'll be a fun little project. So it went nice and fast. It was the first car I didn't have to solder anything on, and I don't know how long. Everything plugged and played, and it was just super simple. So hopefully that's the way this whole thing continues, because that was a nice relief, nice little break and easy little project for yesterday. So good way to spend a Sunday. Anyway, that's all I got for now, guys. We'll see you guys later. Hopefully I'll have some stuff on getting that wing done. I'd like to get that started tonight. We'll see how that works out, though. I spent a lot of time down here in the basement and out running RC cars this weekend. So anyway, that's all I got, guys. We'll catch you guys later this week for more updates on this project and some of my other ones. So we'll see you guys later.